Hello, welcome to Rich Biz Life's Adventures. Now it's a bit of a different video today. We're going to do a demonstration video as I can't really do a lot out with my hand like this. So with respect to doing the camper van, we was going to put a TV in the camper van, but couldn't really find a good place to put it without it being too big, too bulky. It's just where would we put it? Then we figured, well, what if we want to watch it outside and things like that. So what I've done is I've been and bought a big projector screen and a projector. Now there's many different types of projectors out there on the market. I wanted something that was portable and could run off its own battery power. So I looked at the Kodak. That's good, but it's got very low lumens, and I wanted something that I could use in fairly bright light. I mean, no projector is particularly good when there's a lot of light around. So then we started looking at the ViewSonic, the M1 and the M2 Plus. Now they're both really good projectors and they're both Android based. But again, there's just something lacking. They're only 720 dpi. So the next one up was the Anker Nebular Solar. Now they retail at about £680. But I figured if you're going to do this, let's do it right. So I've got my dog here, he's going to join me in a second. You can say hello to the people. Look, nice. Look, say hello. Look. Say hello. We do. Right, let me put you down again. So, sorry. So I pulled the trigger and I went for the Anker Nebular Solar. Now the good thing about this is it's one of the very few 1080 dpi along with Android based. It's got many other features. It's got really good built-in sound system and things like this. And also I wanted a projector that I could mount upside down and flip the image, because I'm going to mount it on the cupboards that sit above us in the lounge area and have the screen mounted in front of the sliding door. Now, although the Anker Nebular Solar has got a really good sound system in it, I wanted the direction of audio to come from the screen. Hence why I put the sound bar above the sliding door, because that's where I'm going to put the screen and it gives you direction of audio. Now, the good thing about it is the screen that I'm going to put in, it's just going to hook on the ceiling and then you can pull it down and use it as and when. And if I don't want it in the van at all, I don't put it in the van. I just unhook it and leave it at home, or put it under one of the bench seats or whatever. And then on the same note, if it's we want a movie night outside in a nice summer's day, or evening rather, I can hook it onto the hooks the other way around, so the screen's on the outside and project the screen from outside the van. The projector has got good keystone correction. It's auto keystone correction, so that if I have to project from a certain angle, it will realign the image to make it square again. It's got autofocus and many other different aspects that the Nebula does. So let's have a look at this. Sorry, it's still a bit painful to lift things. So this is the box that it comes in. It's got Google Play built into it. You can watch Netflix, YouTube and many other things. Let's have a look, see what it says on the back of the package. Now it's a DLP technology. It's Android 9 Pie based. It's 400 ANSI lumens. Now the difference between lux lumens and normal lumens and ASNI is it's only ASNI that's certificated, it's standardized. So any other lumens, you see all these little tiny 4K projectors that say 6,000 lumens. Well, yeah, how true is that? They can fraudulently do them figures. They just pluck that figure out the air. There's no industry standard for them lumens. So same with contrast ratio and throw ratio and stuff like that. Now the throw ratio on this is quite good. From about a 1.8 meters, I should be getting about a 72-inch screen. Now a 72-inch screen in my van is going to be massive. But you can zoom in and out, so I can make that screen as small as possible. It's got digital zoom, so like I said, I can zoom that in and out. It's full HD 1080p imaging. It's auto keystone correction, as I mentioned earlier. It's got a built-in stand and many other features. Now this is my first review, so if I'm not doing a very good job on it, then forgive me. Now the Anker brand, sorry, the Anker brand is more synonymous with battery power packs and small Bluetooth speakers. Now they first got into doing projectors with the little Anker Nebular, it looks like a little Coke can. That's where they first got into doing the projectors, and that was a really big hit. So then they've stepped up the mark to the Anker Nebular Solar, which is this one. Now if you want the real cream of the cream, I think it's called the Anker Nebular Oculus or something like that. But anyway, that's mains powered. It's not a portable projector, but that is supposed to be 4K, 360 degree sound system built within the projector and everything. But that's gone way overboard. I mean, this is really, but it's gone way overboard for a camper van. So let's get this thing open and see where we're at. I'm going to struggle here because I've only really got one hand, so and it's only been a couple of days since the operation. My throat's still a little bit dry as well from where they put all tubes down my throat, so that's why I'm a little bit dry sounding. So right, that's got that opened. You get a little tab at the bottom here. I think you can just slide that out. Let me angle you down a bit. So that's that, just the empty box up there, and then you get this other, look at that. Now that's the daddy, isn't it? Now it's not overly big, it's not overly heavy. It's about, but bear with me a sec, let me go and get a tape measure and I'll measure it exactly. Right, so it's 19 centimetres one way, 19 centimetres the other way, and standing off the table it's 6 centimetres. So it's not huge. Like I've said before, I'm not overly good at guessing weights and so on. I'm sure if I read the pamphlet it'll tell me how much it weighs. But anyway, you've got a little, I'm really struggling here now. Got a little flip up, stand there so that you can mount it at an angle should you wish, and that's all rubberized feet, stop it from sliding around, so it's pretty grippy. You get your lens there, which is your main projector lens. This lens here is for sensing auto keystone correction and focus. On the top you've got your volume button, and then the center button here at the top is a mode button for setting this up as a Bluetooth speaker. Because the speaker system in here is supposed to be so good that if you want to use it as a portable speaker you can do, and then what that does is it switches off the projector lens and it just lets you Bluetooth audio to it. Now, for people who are wondering, the LED projector bulb in here is supposed to last for 30,000 hours. Now, going at a rough rough 2-hour film length, if you was to watch one film a night for 2 hours, that would last you 14 years. That's quite a substantial amount. I mean, that's going that you start it initially and stop it as soon as the film's finished. But anyway, let's go through on the back here for connection wise. You get your main power button on and off. You got a USB port. You got a DC in, which is 19 volt 3 amp, and you get a HDMI port for if you want to put a external source in, like a PlayStation or Xbox. Then you got an IR remote. Now, the good thing about that, even though it's at the back, apparently you don't need direction, point of sight to operate your remote control. It is also a Bluetooth remote control. So, although it's 19 volt, it is rechargeable. So I can charge this up and get, I think it's 3.5 hours of viewing time. Now, I have got an inverter in my van. I can start that inverter up and charge it off the inverter as well. And I think you can charge it off the USB, but again, I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't hold me to that yet. So let's see what else you get in the box. You get a little pamphlet thing. I'll have a read through that in a bit. It's all really nicely boxed up as well. It's all sponged. You know, they put a lot of effort into their packaging. It's all really nicely packaged in here. So that's your power brick that runs off the mains. It's got the typical, I think they call it a B type. I've always known it as a figure of 8 plug, but anyway. Then you got a normal jack plug there. So that's that. You then got your mains lead that goes from the wall to the power brick. Ordinary 3-pin plug, 13 amp. You have a European plug, so if you go over to Europe you can plug it in. Let's see what happens. You get your remote control, which is nice and simple. Let's open that so you can see it properly. It's quite a nice remote control. The only feature that's really missing is it's not backlit. Now, with a projector being operational in the dark, it would have been nice for this to have been backlit. But anyway, that's the remote control. And you get batteries. I think that's about a lot. Yeah. So that's it. That's the box empty. Okay, so this is the quality of it. Let me just switch the lights on just so you see the colour of the walls and stuff. I've got grey walls with white writing on. This is in the kitchen, so I'm going to turn the lights off. It's still daylight outside, so it's not as dark as it should be, but that is nice and clear considering. Debbie will love that bit with the snakes in. It's trying to video one-handed and then operate remote with my dodgy hand. Yeah. See what else we got here. Look. Although we're watching it in 4K, it's downgrading it to 1080 because it won't do a 4K video. It'll even let you play 8K. Then it'll downgrade it for 1080. Now when I get the proper screen come through, that'll be a lot better. And I can get the van darker than this kitchen is during the day, so if we wanted to watch telly during the day we can. I think that's really good. And just turn it up so you can hear the speaker. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop you on a stand and I'm going to measure the distance from the wall and the size of that screen for you. Okay, so the distance from the wall to the front of the projector is 134 centimetres, so 1.3 metres. Now, the size of that screen, if I can do it, is, I'm in my own way here, .51 inch. So that is actually probably the distance it'll be in my van. So 51 inch TV in my camper is going to be great for watching films. I think that's pretty good quality. Now obviously when it goes on a proper projector screen, which is crystallized and it's quite good and it's made for reflecting black, so the blacks will pop better and things like that. So it'll sharpen up the image, you know, the contrast ratios will be much more better. I'm really happy with that. You know, when I get the screen come through in the next few days, I'll pop out there into the van and show you what it looks like, and I'll do it at night as well so you get a true representation of what it'll look like. But no, I'm well happy with that. Now I can Bluetooth the sound from this to my sound bar as well, so it'll get direction of audio. I don't like the idea of the sound being behind me. When the screen's in front of me, it'll just sound weird to me. I'll wait until I get the screen through for the camper and we'll hang the screen. Right guys, so it's been a week or two. I've got my large projector screen come through. Although it's great for projecting films, it's a little bit big for in the van. So what I'm going to do is I've also ordered up a smaller screen for inside the van, and I'll keep this screen for hanging on the side of the van if we want to watch any films from outside the van. This is I want to say 72 inch, it might be bigger than that. In fact, I'll get a tape measure and measure what that is. Right, that's a 72 inch screen, that is. It's a little bit, that's way overkill for in the van. So the other screen that I've ordered up is a 51 inch. So it's still a little bit bright outside. Let me just show you how bright it is. So it's reasonably bright outside. I'll show you in the front room. Look. So it's daylight outside really. So let me just press play on this, and now it's on the screen. You'll get a better representation of what it's actually like, but it won't be true because it's not properly dark. So let me just press play for a little while and you'll get to see what it's like. Just turn it down a bit for you.
This is Free City. Look at this guy. He's one of the sunglasses people. And the people who wear sunglasses?
Alright, I'll stop back there because I don't want to get done for copyright. But yeah, it's a lot clearer. Let me just show you what the back of the fans sound like. Let me just move this projector. I don't know if you can hear that. It's not overly noisy, is it? So I'm quite happy with the level of volume. Let me just put the screen back again. Line it back up again. And just do the keystone correction again. You press a button and it auto focuses, auto keystone corrections, just to square it up. So you go through some of the things. So I've installed YouTube, I've installed Disney, I've installed Kodi, BBC iPlayer. Now that is difficult to get on here. You have to do it. You have to sideload it. You can't do it via Google Play. If you need any help doing that, just give me a shout and I'll go through step-by-step guide on how to get BBC iPlayer on it. ITV Hub won't play because it's just not compatible with a lot of Android devices. You get My5, FilmRise, Plex. So we'll go on to the Lake District one. Why is this a new bridge, Deb? When was that? So it's a newly erected bridge to replace the old one that got damaged. It's nice and bright. It sounds incredible. It's got a really good sound system on it, but like I said, I will be Bluetoothing it to an exterior soundbar, just so that I've got direction of audio from the screen. No other reason really. It's not for a better sound quality, it's just direction of audio. Now when it comes to screens, you do get what you pay for. This is just a cheap screen. You do get more expensive screens that do reflect light better. But because this is just going to be in the van, I didn't want to go for a ridiculously expensive screen. The more expensive the screen, they put a crystallization paint onto the screen so that it reflects the light better. This is slightly crystallized. Now, just going on to this video here, we met up with some friends that we had met through YouTube a little while ago. I'll put it out there that was going on holiday, and it was welcome to anybody who wanted to join us. And we had a chap called the Crafty Blinders, Sam and Lisa Anderson. They agreed to meet up with us, and right from the get-go, it is like we'd known each other years, and we said we was going to Lake District, Cumbria, where they're from, and we agreed to meet up with them for one day and have a bite to eat, and they would show us around a few sites. So this is the point where we met them, and you can see in my face that I was really excited to meet them, and I think we've got some friends for life there. They're really nice people. So this is at Keswick. You see my face light up.
Keswick. Here they are. Just waiting for Sam and Lisa, and they've just arrived. So here we go.
Crafty blinders. And their van is absolutely stunning. I'm doing a review on my channel within a channel. But yeah, check these guys out, give them a thumbs up and a share, and subscribe to their channel. You know, their detail on their channel is much better than mine. I'm very new to it. I think they're a little bit more experienced in shooting YouTube videos and so on. But
flat out.
really nice family. And they showed us around areas where it looked like the end of a street, and it's normally at that point where me and Debbie go, oh, this is the end of the street, we'll turn around here and we'll go elsewhere. But they took us down this little gateway and it brought all this out, and we didn't know it was there, and we'd never have known it's there, and we would have missed these beautiful views. Look at this, look. Stunning. Like a scene from Jurassic Park, other than the boats being there, but if you want to check this video out, I'll pop a link in the description below. I thoroughly enjoyed this weekend, and it is far to go for a weekend. I mean, we live down in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, and we travelled up on a Thursday night, did a bit of wild camping, and then we went on to Parkfoot Holiday Park, based on the side of Ullswater, and then we had a day here at Derwentwater and met up with Sam and Lisa and Riley. I put the music to this because I thought it sounded a bit Jurassic Worldy, but I just loved that day. It absolutely lashed it down all day, but it didn't ruin it one iota. It is such a beautiful place to be that it really didn't bother me that it was raining. I think at this particular point it wasn't raining, but it was the odd 5 minutes of the day that it didn't rain, I think. It's that beautiful, look. Sam's from there and he still feels he has to record everything, and it is that sort of scenery where you must record and log every minute you're there. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Even though it's a cloudy day, it still gives it some ambience and some atmosphere. Sam threatening to chuck Lisa in the water. Great friends. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'll pop a link in the description below if you want to watch the video. But getting back onto the projector, I'm very happy with that. So when I get to the point where I want to install it, I will install it. my hand is preventing me from doing any work on the van. I just don't want to hurt my hand any more than it already is. So I'll give it its due of repair time, and I'll start again in January. But I'm going to do a few more of these review videos. I've got a video coming up of the shower tray that I started to install. Whether I'll release that or wait until I actually finish the installation and release it in one go, I might do a part 1 and a part 2 shower tray installation, and that way then I'll get some footage to release. So if you like that demonstration review, please subscribe and please share, and if you really feel like it, ring that little bell icon and you'll get to see all our future videos. And on that note, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.